excited about today. I will be going over how to build your own compact camp kit for your home. And then at the very end, I'll be showcasing items that I think are really great gift ideas to give those who enjoy the outdoors. Okay, so we are going to start you off with your bin. It looks like a mess on the inside, but I promise you it is an organized mess. To make it very simple, I'm literally just going to unpack this for you so you can see how I organize it. So we have sun hat, Scrabble board, necessary item, camp mugs, picnic blanket. Okay, so this actually is a shower curtain that I reused, and it now works perfectly as a tablecloth, a picnic blanket. It's a really sturdy canvas. Inside the small box, we have our tin can with our kitchen utensils. So anything from a ladle to a knife. Sometimes I'll put tongs in there. I have little card games, little shish kebab sticks, extra towel, red Solo cups if you plan on camping with extra people, oven mitt, this is great for when you're using the fire, paper towel roll, and that's your entire small box. It all fits right in here. Next we have our small miscellaneous items, little mini camp light, extra fuel canister, that's for the jet boil, which I'll show you in a second. You need to have a solid hammer. This also helps remove tent stakes, which hold down the tent. First aid kit, which is, I always have that extra handy right on the edge of the bin. And now we're moving on to our two bags. We have our bag with cooking utensils, paper plates, extra napkins, extra silverware, and then tied up inside are my trash bags. Before I move on to what's next, I'm just gonna say I really love cooking. So I pack way more spices than probably the average person. So you could actually use that space that I use for spices for something else, maybe wine, booze, I don't know. I have so many bags full of spices. And then of course I have a bag that's just for tea, instant coffee, creamer, more spices. I'm not lying when I say I bring way too many. And then these are great little aluminum, I think they're aluminum. These are just great bowls. They're very lightweight. I always carry about 4 of them. And then I have backup freeze-dried food. If you've been to REI, you've probably seen these before. They're very lightweight, they're very thin, they're easy to pack, they're a little pricey, but these really come in handy when you need them. I always carry about 4 or 5 of them because they pack really slimly, and that is that whole bag. This next bag is all of your other small miscellaneous items along with electronics, our jet boil. So I had showed you this fuel canister earlier. This is a part of this jet boil system. It goes right on the bottom. This boils water in 60 seconds. It's absolutely phenomenal. It's very lightweight. I take it with me everywhere. Then we have a little baggie of hand warmers. That's if you're camping in the winter. Toiletries. This is anything from like body wipes to toilet paper to sanitizer wipes. Fire starters. So this has matches, fire starters, more matches. You can never have too many matches. And then I call this my skincare bag. So it has suntan lotion, waterless body wash, bug spray, hand sanitizer, chapstick. This is just basically, I usually have all of these in my other packs, but this is my backup one that I always have in here just in case if I forget to pack it in one of my day packs. If I'm going somewhere with a shower, I have little hotel shampoo and conditioners that I keep in here. And then you have this, which is basically like a solar powered floaty lantern. So it's really lightweight. Put it on your car's dash while you're driving. You'll have light when you get there. My next favorite little goodie is called Luminoodle. This became one of my favorite items. It comes in a little bag like this. It has a little power pack. I don't know if this is charged. It is. And then you basically plug the one end into here and you have stringed lights. And it has little magnets on it, you guys. This is This is one of my favorite purchases. And then you can also charge it with just a normal small little USB charger. And it has little ties that you can hook on to your tent or your car or a tree branch or whatever, so you can actually have stringed lights while you camp. And then of course, I always have backup lights. These are my little light sticks that I keep in the side pocket. I always bring scissors, binoculars, extra phone charger, wine key, and a pen, preferably a permanent marker. You also want to have a little baggie that always has paper clips, rubber bands, tape, backup batteries, super crucial. Next is a headlamp. This is a necessary item that you always need to have on your person. A poop scoop. This is really just a small scoop. It comes in handy if you're on the trail a lot, but it unfolds, it's very compact, very lightweight. Buff. If you haven't gotten one of these yet, this is one of the best purchases. I take it with me everywhere. It works as a neck scarf, a scrunchie, holds sweat, repels the sun. And then I have two traveling chargers with me. This one is solar. It also works as a flashlight. You hook up to it like with a normal USB. And this also has a compass, which is great. My other one, it is not solar charged. It's pretty heavy, but it's really powerful. It lasts quite a while. It's by Anchor. It's the size of a brick and it feels like a brick, so it's pretty heavy. So if you're packing light, I would suggest going with a solar charger. This also doesn't do so well in the cold, so if you are going camping in the snow or in colder temperatures, keep it on your person. But I will say I've taken this with me on all of my international travels. I have two of them and they have been my go-to external chargers for a while. And I think that covers the whole bin. Okay, so next up is our stuff sack. At least that's what I call it. I'm sure it has a more official name. But this has all things squishy. To be totally honest, I don't know if Osprey still makes these, but this is called the Airporter, and this is just the medium, and this has so much in it. It has a huge zipper. Oh, stuff's already fallen out. Inside, we have my down squishable sleeping bag. This is by the North Face. It's called Blue Kazoo. I don't know if they make this one anymore. I have my little airport fleece blanket, my pillow. This is my unfoldable camp chair. This is a full-size chair, so it even supports the head, so this is perfect for stargazing. I'll leave a link to it at the bottom. And then I have my tent, which this actually can comfortably fit up to 2 people. I think it's actually a 3-person tent. It's by Big Agnes, but I comfortably like to fit 2, not 3. I get really plush when I'm camping. If it's not a backpacking trip, I whip out my Therm-A-Rest Sleepy Mat. This has memory foam. It also self-inflates, and then you inflate it just a little bit extra at the end. But this is very, very comfortable. I'll leave a link for it at the bottom as well. And I almost forgot, this is my micro towel. It's by REI. It folds down really neatly. It's very thin, but super absorbent. So I take this with me everywhere, even international travel, because sometimes I end up at a hostel and there's no towels. So this is super important. Everything that I just went over in this bag is for a solo person camping trip. However, if there's 2 of you going, instead of using the Therm-A-Rest Sleeping Mat, I would then opt to use an inflatable mattress, which you can find at Target, Walmart. They have ones that you pump with your foot and it self-inflates with batteries, so you don't need to bring some huge pump. And it actually folds down to a more compact size than the Therm-A-Rest Sleeping Pad. So if there are 2 of you going, opt to use a sleeping mattress or inflatable mattress. I'm getting my words jumbled. I promise you it'll fit in here. And now for the final items of your camping list. We have our cooler by Yeti. This is my absolute favorite. Fill this puppy with ice 24 hours beforehand or 12 hours beforehand to cool the walls. And then you throw all of your refrigerated goods in there. I always top it off with a few ice packs, and it stays cold for days. On the inside, however, when I'm home and I'm packing everything away into my storage closet, I put all of my backup items in here. So extra trash bags, extra toiletries, extra batteries, extra lanterns, yada, yada, yada. So whenever I come back from a camping trip, if I know that I'm low on anything or the batteries on my headlamp died, I just refill it with what's in here. Next up, if you're going backpacking, you're going to want a full-size backpack. This is the Kite 46 by Osprey. Has multiple little pockets, little hookups. I'm not gonna go over the details of this. If you are going backpacking, make sure you go to a sporting goods store or REI and get professionally fit. The reason being is because you don't wanna mess up your back just because you got the wrong size pack. Next is a day pack. REI makes some of my favorites. They don't make this exact model anymore, but they do make similar ones. This has been with me all over the world, and I swear by it. REI makes some of the best small little day packs. And of course, I always have with me my Fanny Pack. This is by Cotopaxi. It is a huge fanny pack. It doesn't seem that big from the outside, but I could probably fit a good, I don't know, 8 to 10 oranges in here. There's 2 little small mesh pockets on the inside that offer great storage. Has a nice little clasp in the front, adjustable straps. It's just all around a great fanny pack. And of course, if you're doing drive-in camping or even hiking camping, and you need a stove, Coleman always comes in handy. I'm aware that this seems kind of like a lot in this frame, but I promise you, I can fit all of this into the trunk of my Prius and I still have room to spare. So if you're a photographer or if you want to have more clothing options, you're going to have plenty of space for that. So next up, I'm going to show you some of my favorite items that I think make really great gifts for those that you know enjoy the outdoors. Anything that I posted in this video is a great gift for anyone who enjoys the outdoors, from the cooler to the stove. You could even get them like a little first aid medical kit, a little lantern, a hammer. The only 2 that I would stay away from gifting would be a sleeping bag and a backpack, because both of those should be professionally fit based off of your sleeping style and your body height and body size. And that covers everything. I hope you have found this video useful. Like and subscribe below for more content similar to this, and then as always, happy travels.